All right, this video I'm going to be installing some LED lights, the map lights. I'm going to separate this video from all the rest of them because this one's going to take a little longer and I'm going to explain it a little more. So let's get into it. Okay, excuse the dinging, but here's what the map lights look like before. Okay, as you can see, that's the map lights right there. I guess you can see that right here. Let's see, let's turn them on. Okay. See, you see how yellow looking they are? We're about to change that. Now we got to take this whole panel off, and there's two metal clips, one on this side, one on this side, that holds this end up. And down here on this end, up inside here, there's two screws. A lot of people are saying just take these two screws off and pry in here and take this out. That is not the right way to do it. You will end up breaking something. If you look in here, hopefully you can see up in here. I don't know if you can or not. I'll show you when we get it out. There's a clip right there, and there's one on this side, right there by my finger, if you can see it. You just pull that down on both sides, and then it drops down after you take the screws out, obviously. So let me get this out, and I'll show you. Hopefully you can see this. I'm going to try to get these out. Now, the screws are 8mm. You can use a nut driver like this. This is from Icon. Or you can use something like this. This is just a 1/4-inch driver that you can hook to a ratchet. And then just a 1/4-inch socket, 8mm socket. Now, this one is magnetic. I might use this one so I don't drop the screw, right? We'll see. No, let's try the other one. I don't know if you can see for my head being in the way. I don't know where these screws is at. Up in here. And to be honest with you, I can't see them either. Where in the heck are they? There's one right there. There's one coming out. The way the light is up in there, you can't really see where the screw is because obviously it's black, and it's black up there. It blends in. There's one of them. We're going to set it right there. And let me see if I can get my hand in here to find this one. It's right there. This one is out. Screw number 2. Wait, that didn't really sound all that right, did it? Number 2? Anyway. You see how I pulled that down? That one tab. If I can find the other one in here. You see how that comes right out? Then all you got to do is pull these tabs out. Just like that. You see? Metal tab goes in right here. Hopefully you can see that. That makes it easy. Then what you have to do is you have to unplug these electrical connectors. And sometimes they can be a pain in the butt. There's one. There's two. So, and you see the back of this? Let me go ahead and shut that. Let's see. You see the back of this? Right there is your bulbs. Okay? They go in kind of crooked. When I get these clear covers off, I'll show you. Now, another thing people say is take all these clips off. Not off, but unclip it all the way around and take this piece off of the black, and then you can get to the bulbs from the back. I'm not going to do that because, again, you take a chance on breaking all these little tabs. And if you break them, guess what you have to do? You have to buy another one. That's like $150. We ain't doing that. But the reason, instead of just leaving this up and taking these out, is these are kind of at an angle. You can't really get to the bulb too good, and then when you put it back in, you got to hold your finger back here on the back because this is just thin metal. That way, when you push it in, you don't push too hard and bend it. I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a minute. Okay, now you see this? You see how these little tabs? All you gotta do is, you might have to tip it a little bit to be able to see them when they're installed, but you can see them. Let me see if I can show you. See, there's one right there. Some certain ways you might not be able to see it, but then certain ways you tip it, you can see it. You just pry out on them really easy. You don't want to go in there with something really thick. All I used is a little pocket screwdriver, something thin, and just pry this out. Very carefully, just pry all the way around until it comes out. You don't want to break it. Now you see how this bulb is in there straight right there? It's almost impossible to get your fingers in, my fingers anyway, to take that bulb out of there. The silver thing comes out. So that's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to get some gloves on before I touch that. I don't want to get my fingerprints all over it. Okay, I got it all put in, put back together, and put back up. Hopefully you can see that. Let's turn. You see it? It won't work. The center is the door. It won't work on the door because I got the latches closed, so the steps will go off or go up. But there you go. That is a lot brighter. Okay, I want to show you something. You see these little tiny wires? For some reason, they bend really easy when you're putting them up there. And like I said, you have to make sure you put your finger on the back side of the connector up there. I guess you call it a connector, a little socket that this fits in, because if not, you'll bend it really easy. It bends out of shape, and then these won't fit. But I want to show you something too. If I can get it out of here. You see how small that bulb is compared to that bulb? I don't know if that shows up too good on camera, but this bulb is a lot longer. Well, it's not a lot longer, but it's longer, which means it almost hits the silver reflector thing up there. I don't know if that's going to cause any problems or not. So far, these bulbs seem to be on the cheap side. I don't know if I like them. I guess we'll see. And I'm going to be honest with you, that was a lot of work to get that down. I mean, obviously it's just 2 screws and then you pull it down, but to get these in there and these wires to stay under the metal clips was a pain in the butt, because these wires bend on here, on the bulbs, bend so easy. There's nothing there to hold the wire straight. So if you put the bulbs in and you plug it up and it don't work, it's probably because the wire is not under the metal. So you have to watch out for that. But anyway, they are a lot brighter, and they're not that yellow color, so we'll see how long they last. I don't know if I'm going to replace them with something else or not, something better, maybe. You have any suggestions, maybe like the last fit bulbs or somebody's bulbs, leave me a comment down there in the comment section and let me know what kind of bulbs you run and how long they last, and if they're any better than these. So anyway, hope you liked it. That's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.